Travis Wayne Goodsell, with great ex-Mormon popularity comes great responsibility to tell the truth about the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. It is a fallacious argument, guys, to use Joseph Smith to argue that this church is false, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, because Brigham Young is not the succession from Joseph Smith. It's a fallacious argument. And so all you're doing is beating a dead horse that cannot respond to you, because Joseph Smith was framed. Leave Joseph Smith alone. Leave the Book of Mormon alone. It is not the property of this church. Case in point, Zelf on the Shelf, extremely popular. They have a website as well as other places such as YouTube to post stuff. However, they need to stay out of my lane and stay in their lane, similar to what Exmo Lex is going back to. And that is their experience with the current church. You cannot speak about something you do not know. And yet Zelf on the Shelf pulled this stunt again, in which they're trying to claim that Lucy Walker was the secret polygamous wife of Joseph Smith. It was all a lie. He was framed. And to illustrate how he was framed, we go to Willard Richards. He was Brigham Young's lackey. He was the one who assassinated Joseph Smith in Carthage jail. Shot him in the back. Very sad. From Independence Day. Willard Richards claimed a lot of things because he was the person who was doing a lot of the clerking, forging scripture, forging other documents, claiming to be the scribe for the Council of 50, claiming to be the one who got sealed by Joseph Smith on that particular instance that I'm about to get to here, but also of all of the sealing documents that were written after Joseph's assassination by Willard Richards, and thus was made a counselor to Brigham Young for his loyalty. You have to pay attention to this. When you're investigating a crime scene, you look to see who gets rewarded. Follow the money. And so, Willard Richards is claiming that Joseph Smith had sexual relations and thus was polygamously sealed to Joseph Smith, to 14, 15, 16-year-old girls, among other women. All of these are lies. And how you know is that polygamy was illegal back then. If you get caught in polygamy, you get busted by the law. And the Danites were practicing it in secret because it's illegal. You can't practice it out in the open. And I've gone over with you Brother Higby. Orange White, the son of Lyman White, goes to visit Brother Higby. He's writing this in his journal. And he sees that Brother Higby has 2 extra wives. Brother Higby then tells him, Joseph Smith approves of this. Just keep it a sacred secret. Don't tell. And so that's one thing. Another thing is when you're committing a crime, you don't want evidence of your crime. That's why you do things in secret. That's why the Danites did things in secret. And so for framing a person, how do you frame them? You provide forged evidence of a crime in order to frame them. And so this is what Willard Richards was doing. He was altering Joseph Smith's scriptures, adding scriptures claiming to be by Joseph Smith, and forging sealing documents of polygamous marriages, which are illegal. If Joseph Smith were to be investigated by the government, they'd find these documents and claim, oh, we gotcha, lock them up. And so you can see that it's stupid to record the sealings of any polygamous marriages. But when you understand it's Willard Richards who's framing Joseph, now it makes sense. And so what you have on January 18th, 1843, this wasn't Joseph who did this. Richards marries 16-year-old Sarah Longstreth and 14-year-old Nanny Longstreth. They're sisters. They're underage, 14 and 16. Now do you see how they were doing this? Willard Richards framing Joseph Smith, claiming that he was marrying polygamous 14, 16-year-old girls because he was doing it. And he was framing Joseph Smith to justify him doing it. Willard Richards is the pedophile, not Joseph Smith. Get your facts and information correct, because you're making fallacy arguments that are wrong.